You are now on air.
Hi, welcome to the dialogue today. It's Ed with Free Circle, and courtesy of dialogue, a lot of you are able to listen in because of the new feature of the RSS feed. So, we want to thank Dialogue for the ability to cast out and reach a lot of individuals. So, anyway, let's get into this. We're going to look at two different things. We're going to look at the 2018 Forbes 400, which blows me away. And then also Anchor. Anchor is coming out with cover art. Meet the new cover art creator by Anchor. They are coming together with Unsplash and giving you eye-catching cover art for your podcast. Yeah, well, find the perfect free image and font for your podcast and customize the two to create amazing cover art. That's what they're touting. So Anchor is a free podcasting outfit. I'm unaware if they do have paid subscription. I did not go over and check that out. But I do know that they provide a free service. And I hear a lot of talk on the internet about Anchor. So, yeah, I have mixed feeling about Anchor without knowing much about Anchor, just by reviews from individuals on the internet. Because that does matter. Those that use it, have used it, why they quit, all of that. Anyway, so Anchor, they come out with a cover art feature for producing catchy cover art for your podcast. And it goes through quite the spill on the email that I received. So, yeah, you can update cover art button now on Anchor. So that's kind of different because for me to do cover art, I have to pull up a couple different apps depending on what I want to put together. And then I found out that you have to have your pixels correct. So after I create the cover art, I have to put it through a resizer and resize it to the size that I want the image to be, so it's in their parameters of what they want done for their cover art. Excuse me. So, anyway, Anchor is trying to make it a little easier for that process, and I applaud that effort. I encourage anything to help the little guy get started and encourage him to keep going. I really like that. So Anchor is using a little bit of thought about the whole process. I'm impressed with that, how that is implemented and how it works, and time will tell. Anyway, let's get into this Forbes, the 2018 Forbes. The Gates, Bill and Melinda Gates, they have been on the top of the Forbes since 1994. Yeah, they were dethroned. The crown got tumbled off of Bill Gates. That shocks me because the philanthropy work that Bill and Melinda Gates does, it has a big impact around the world. So Jeff Bezos of Amazon overcame Bill Gates by a big hurdle. This jump was $70 billion over Bill Gates. Jeff Bezos' net worth became $160 billion. For those unaware, Jeff Bezos, he's the Amazon guy. So his philanthropy scores out to be 2. Bill Gates, $97 billion. He's 63 years old. Jeff Bezos is 54 years old. And everybody should know who Bill Gates is, Microsoft. His philanthropy score is 5, and he is an impact investor. So, yeah, that's a surprise to me that Jeff Bezos took Bill Gates by $70 billion on the Forbes 400. It's crazy. And, of course, Mr. Warren Buffett, he comes in third at $97 billion. Age is 88. Don't give him Bill Gates' age. So, yeah, his philanthropy score is equal to Bill Gates of 5. And then coming in fourth is Mark Zuckerberg at $61 billion. He's a 34-year-old that created Facebook. Kind of remarkable, and he is one of those impact investors. So those are billionaires that are impacting and making change throughout the world. So it's kind of interesting. Larry Ellison, a software developer, $58 billion, 74 years old. And then Larry Page of Google comes in next. That's, let's see, $53.8 billion. And then you got the Koch brothers. They're tied out in 7th with $53.5 billion. Charles is 82 and David is 78. Then number 9 on the list is Sergey Brin, Google. $52.4 billion. Those last few people, philanthropy score was 4 on all of those. So number 10, Michael Bloomberg. Interesting. And he come out with $51.8 billion. This surprised me about Bloomberg having a philanthropy score of 5. You know, I was not aware that Michael Bloomberg did that much philanthropy work. And then number 11, Jim Walton of Walmart, $45.2 billion, philanthropy score of 2. And then Alice Walton, right behind with $44.9 billion, making her the richest gal. That's interesting. So, yeah, you've got a lot of billionaires. And then the next, after Bloomberg, the next good philanthropist, you got to drop down to number 6. Dell, Michael Dell from Dell Computers, with a philanthropy score of 5. His net worth was $27.6 billion. He's out of Texas and he's 53 years old. And then Mars Candy and Pet Food Company. That's interesting. So there's a lot of change to the Forbes 400 this year. And we're seeing a lot of these people starting to invest in people around the world. So it's interesting. You got Forbes making the number one was Jeff Bezos. That blew me away. That $70 billion leap ahead of Bill Gates. And the thing about this is Jeff Bezos' philanthropy score is a score of 2. And we all should have the concept, for those which much is given to, much is expected. And I would expect more from Mr. Bezos. I don't know. That's my opinion. And that's all it is my opinion. So anyway, I wanted to touch base on the Forbes 400 because it was a big upset this year. And I think a lot of change is going to come out next year too. We're seeing a lot of shift in how things are being done in business. So, yeah. You look at Paul Allen at $20.3 billion of Microsoft investments. His philanthropy is of a 5. Apple and Disney, Powell, Jobs and family, they have a philanthropy of 5. Net worth $20.5 billion. And Elon Musk, this surprised me about Elon. Elon came on to the Forbes at number 24 with a net worth of $19.6 billion. He's 47 years old, and Tesla Motors. His philanthropy score is 1. So, I don't know. Elon's hitting a big, bumpy road right now in his career. And, we're going to watch and see what comes from Elon. This is Elon's brick wall moment. And can he break through that? I'm going to bet for the guy. I think he's got what it takes. He's going to impress people beyond what he's already done. Sometimes we just need a break. And sometimes after that break, we can come back hot, heavy, and refreshed with new passion, new hope, new ideas. And I believe that's true of Elon. So Elon Musk, let's raise that philanthropy score, Elon. That will help you in business, I'm sure. So, yeah, I'm just browsing through, seeing the different names on this, and it's interesting the different philanthropy scores. That's kind of why I look through there to see what billionaires are doing what, and that philanthropy score from Forbes, it can help you identify who's doing what in the world. And everybody should be looking. You can go catch your glimpse of all of these 400 people at Forbes.com. And there's a lot more interesting facts and figures beyond all of that on Forbes all the time. So anyway, I've got some things to do. I got to run. Thanks for listening, Ed with Free Circle, and always thanks to Dialogue for the platform. Ed, Free Circle, out.